Hey everybody, Cash Baggins here. I'm just gonna play a game, I'm gonna record it, and then I'm gonna commentate on it. And I'm gonna commentate on the positioning. That's today's focus, is positioning. Where should I be? Where should they be? Who should be? Where and when and how and why. And okay, let's play. All right, commentary, doing it live, no script, first time watching it back. Here we go. Per usual, I start off on net. Now let me just pause right here. Before we even get started, let me just say, if it were up to me, the two wings would mark their respective wings. The left guy would go press the ball because Rocket League, right? The left guy goes on kickoff. And the right guy would mark the guy that kicks the ball back off the kickoff. That'd be my ideal state, but we'll see what happens. Left guy goes press the ball. This guy back here is marking. He wins it. Plays it out into space. Great ball. And let's just analyze this situation. These two guys are marking. That's pretty good. This guy should probably be up closer to number 3. Ball's kind of uncontrolled right now, but that guy's on the keeper. And so we're going to run into a problem here because this guy's running free. This guy feels like he needs to pressure the ball. So if this guy gets the ball and plays it to this guy, we're in trouble. But we will see what happens. He gets the ball. He doesn't control it though, and he makes the tackle. So we're doing all right. It's kind of hectic. Gets the tackle, takes the shot. All is well. King Potato should be marking number 3 more tightly. This guy's getting back on D. That's good. The obvious play for this goalkeeper is just to play it to 2 here. King Potato is marking nothing. Just covering space, and there's no threat to that space. He plays the ball deep. As goalkeeper, I'm just going to let my defenders deal with that. I don't want to leave the goal open and expose anything. So let's just take a look at our defensive shape here. King Potato definitely should be the one pressuring the ball. Ahmed is marking 3. That's good. Boon Goon, he was covering space in the box, so that's fine. But ideally, Ahmed would push out and cover that guy up at the point, and Boon Goon would go mark 3. But we win the ball back, and now it's the transition. Boon Goon's covering the space in the mid. That's good. They got 2 people bunched up here. The guy on the wing, that's further, this guy right here, he's marked. So let's just watch how the play develops. Now a good pass here is just square to Boon Goon. Probably won't happen though because passing is overrated. And he plays a pass through because that defender dragged into the middle, which is actually a good thing. The defender should probably be doing that. Gets the ball out to danger 4B. That's a good ball. Gets the tackle. Goalkeeper claims it. Standard play, kicking it back and forth as we like to do. Now, again, King Potato should push up and mark 5, and Ahmed should go and mark 2. They should shift a little bit here, but that's too much space to give 5 likely. He has this wide open lane. If he wanted to make this run here, that's dangerous if 4 gets the ball and plays it in right away. He does make that run. He doesn't quite get it there. Interception, plays it out to the open man. That's good. Plays it across. Great. Goal. I'm out of net. Thank the Lord. It's not a whole game in net. Gotta love that, right? So skip ahead. So my teammate immediately calls it. As you can see in the mini map down there, he makes a call. I got it. So I'm going to let him mark the ball, and I'm going to mark 4. That's what I should do. Let's see if I actually do it. I'm typing. I gave him too much space. He got the ball. He played it out wide. That's fine. I'm just making sure to mark, track back, intercept that ball. Just trying to keep it contested. Try and play the blind pass over to that guy that was making a run down the outside because I knew he was over there looking at the mini map. I'm just trying to occupy space here because I see how clumped it is in the midfield. So I'm pushed way out wide, and he tries to play the ball over to me, doesn't quite get there. And again, I don't need to encroach on that space. We got 3 people on that side of the field. If I get a ball crossed over to me, then I'm in a good position to be able to take a shot or do something with it. Plays it off the top, we get a goal. Easy. Nice when things work out. Now my responsibility, because I'm starting on the wing, is to mark the number 2 who's going to run up and, you know, try and take that space there. So I go up to take away a little bit of the space, and then I just mark. And I'm trying to stay kind of between him and my goalkeeper for the most part. Goal side, we'll just stay there. Ball gets played to me. Now here, playing it back to keep's a good option. We'll see if I decide to do that. I do. It's the easy pass. It lets them rebuild. For some reason, they had someone push the keeper, so we can just play it out. Again, I played wing when I played soccer. So as a winger, your job is to stretch the field. You get high and wide when you're on attack. And when you're on defense, you get back and you tuck in, so you get towards the center of the field. So here I'm stretching the field wide. I should probably be touching the wall because I'm not doing anything necessarily by being in a little bit. Stretch the space a bit more, give room to play a ball to me. But anyways, I'm just trying to occupy this space here. I cut in because something's going to happen, but then I realize that we have 3 dudes up, and I'm probably not going to do anything on this attack if we just take a step back here. We got 3 dudes up, and I'm like, okay, let me cut in. But then I'm like, am I really going to be productive cutting in here? Because we got danger 4B that would get any shot off the backboard. So instead I changed my mind, and I'm like, okay, priority is just, if Boon Goon loses the ball here and the keeper gets it, then look at the position number 1 is in. That's not good. That's like a wide open breakaway on the goalie. So I decided to cut back and just mark back here. And now look, when they regain possession and 1 starts making this run in towards net, if it wasn't me that cut back and cut my run early, this person's in on net with even a throw because I would be inside the box. So it was preemptive defense there, getting back. I think that's one thing people need to pay a lot of attention to, is like, this game's all about transitions, right? It's fast five-a-side soccer. So, I mean, like, the game is made up in the transitions. You got to be fluid. And I decided to cut back there, stop 1 from getting it. But now we're in a situation because I'm marking 1 and all my teammates are on the left side of the field and they have 2 people up here. They're not an immediate threat, so I stay marking 1, but I'm debating, like, do I want to go and mark 3? I see my help defender coming over to mark that corner ball if that were to be played, so I step up to 3 here. And I'm just trying not to get roasted. Basically, I don't need to be aggressive and win the ball. He kind of roasts me a little bit, but I get it. Try and take the touch into space. Just looking for somewhere to play the ball to. And I play it a bit too far to Boongoon. He was probably gassed. Would have been good to know, but if he had stamina, then I'd have been able to play that ball over. Now I'm just trying to put some pressure on the ball. I win it back. It's a hopeless situation when you're that surrounded. And I'm completely gassed, so this is a time where it kind of makes sense to maybe hang up and play forward. But I'm just going to run back and mark on D here as much as I can. Just get goal side. And then we win the ball back, and immediately I switch and start making a goal side run. Great ball. Now I take it across because if I just rewind a little bit here, I didn't think that if I took this ball, I think if I took the first touch using the tap behind me, I think the goalie's going to eat that up. So instead, I take this touch over. I could probably play Boon Goon here. That probably would have been a good pass to make, because then I can recycle my run back in towards the net. But instead, I just take the ball and I dribble off to the side and lose it. Should have made the first time pass, but get the ball back. I try and play the pass, but got the ball with too many defenders around me, so that's what happens. I lost track of danger before and crowded his space. Probably shouldn't have done that. I was a little bit out of position there, and I'm totally gassed, so I'm basically useless. Trying to get out of his space. Thought he'd maybe give me the ball. Try and take the shot. Was too close to the keeper. Gets gobbled up. pass would have been a better alternative at that point. But we work back on D. Just trying to... You see me looking around here. I'm just trying to see where everyone's at. Even though I got the mini-map, I like to see them. To see them with my own eyes. Alright, let's just look at this position. What do we got? We got someone on the top of the box. In the 18-yard box. They're chilling right here. We got this person here. They're loosely marking this. This maybe loosely marking that person. And we got me kind of in the center of mass of the opponents. Right here. So I'm contesting everything is the hope. But really, realistically, I'm kind of marking these two. Because that guy obviously has to pressure ball. And this guy, I don't know, he's deep for some reason. It's not a bad position necessarily, but let's see how the play develops from here. It goes for a blind cross. Gets the shot off, and now we're transitioning to attack. And so if I had to guess, what it looks like I'm doing is I'm going to get wide here. Try and spread the field, open it up for danger, 4B to take the middle. We'll see what happens. Ball gets rolled out a bit too far. So I'm like thinking of just trying to mark the space also on 5. We lose the ball. So just kind of sticking around on the guy that's floating near me, staying goal side. One thing coach has always said is like it's hard to score when the opposing team has 7 guys behind the ball. And that rings true here too. Like if you have bodies between the ball and the net, it's going to be difficult for the opposing team to score. Now, actually, this is a critical moment that I remember. So I'm going to take a step back here. I get the ball. I play it to King Potato. Not quite where it needed to be, but then he plays it back. And I see from the mini-map, I see this guy calling for the ball over here. And I know he's wide open because we have these 4 people. That's the entire enemy team. But I don't think a chip pass will necessarily get there. So you'll see what I do is when I get the ball, I turn and I'm trying to do a shot pass to him. Now, I could have started this off a little bit further to the right and maybe curved it in, but I just didn't get the camera turned quickly enough. So anyways, I try to play this shot pass over to danger 4B because he's wide open. I guess 5 is going to mark him now. But anyways, I think that's still a good ball if I get it over there. But it gets blocked by the person that was coming up to me. And I try and work back on D, but he has extra effort, so he gets there first. And now we're in a bad situation because they got 2 in on net. And we're nowhere to be seen. Like, I was the last guy back there. Absolutely can't turn over the ball as the last guy back. So instead of trying to force that pass over... like I did because I was greedy and I wanted the goal opportunity, I could have just played it back to keep. Would have been a lot safer. But instead, they get this attack and score a goal. So that's like directly my fault. I made a bad pass to start it off. And then I made a bad forced pass to lose it. So it's the first bad pass right there. Going to King Potato. I don't quite find him. I let him, but not enough. He tries to salvage it, playing it back, or I guess that was the enemy. And then I try and force a pass. And what ends up happening through natural course of plays, as the last guy back, when you turn it over, they have an odd man attack, and they put it away 2-1. Unfortunate. Starting off on the wing, I'm just going to stretch the space. I'm going to get wide. I'm going to run down the sideline. Sometimes it's fine to run across the field, but I don't know, pretty standard to just go wide. Check 2, try and give him an easy option. Ahmed was already there. Also, just contest the middle of the field. Good spot to be. But 1 snuck away. That's the second time he got him with that move. Nice, we ended up scoring a goal. Quick turn of play. Don't really have much to say there. So I'm just gonna do a short rewind. When I get this ball and I see this defender coming, I could take my first touch to the corner more towards net, but I think more often than not, the defender's gonna beat me, and scoring from that angle is pretty tough. So instead, I want to dribble it across and give my teammates time to get into the attack. is kind of what I'm thinking here. So I'm just killing time. You see my teammates are getting closer, but the fence is closing in. I'm dribbling it backwards just to buy space. And I saw Ahmed there, and I think I try and force the pass. Yep, and I turn it over, which is too bad. Would have been better if I had better awareness there. I think that I could have easily found. So I got kind of ball blind, and I had already committed to the pass at this point. But if I'd have been paying better attention, I would have seen the guy coming up behind me, and I could have found that other pass to Boon Goon, which was much more open. But I didn't that time, so another mistake, another turnover. But we're going to work back on D. Try and intercept that. I should have tracked 4 there. Kind of got greedy, thought that we'd get the ball and I could get forward, but that didn't happen. So goalie got scammed, didn't grab it somehow, and they score a goal. 30 seconds left. 1 goal lead. What happens? I'm back in net. Danger B immediately just brings the ball back and dribbles into the corner. I move off to the side so he can pass me the ball, and he does, because we're just trying to kill time, because that's what you should do when you're up 1. But now that they got 2 guys pressing, someone's got to be open somewhere. As you can see on the mini map, this guy is marking our other back person, so this guy over here is wide open. And as we'll see, he ends up playing that pass. That's a great pass. King Potato could try and score this if you wanted to. High percentage, but lost the ippy slide there, so couldn't trick the goalie. Gives up the ball to a slide tackle. That's fine, happens. Final attack. Kind of hectic. I'm feeling real nervous right now. Let me tell you, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at 4 on the wing. I'm looking at Danger 4B. I'm looking at 2 with the ball. I'm looking at 1 next to him. And I'm like, how do we end up here? We're up by 1. Why do we got 2 guys up by the net? But alas, that's what happens every time. So, you know, we're sitting here and we're a little nervous because we don't know what's going to happen. They got a lot of guys coming down and we got guys way up there. I guess we'll see. Last defense. Ooh, the bold slide tackle. Just trying to stay home, trying to take some deep breaths. Stay home. Defender gets it. That's the game. All right, that's the talk on spacing. Hopefully it was useful to some of you. I think that, you know, I don't know. It was first cut, first time watching it. Let me know what you think of this video. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it ugly? Is it great? Who knows? Goodbye.